What's up, everybody? It's Luther, and let's talk about something that's close to all of our hearts: financial freedom. It's not about being a millionaire overnight or driving fancy cars. Financial freedom is about taking control of your money so it doesn't control you. It's waking up without that nagging worry about bills, confident you can handle life's challenges. But let's get one thing straight. It's not just about wealth, it's about peace of mind. Let's be real, the earlier you start investing, the better. It's a simple concept, but one that holds immense power. The earlier you begin, the more time your money has to grow and multiply. I know, you've heard it a million times. It might sound like a broken record, but there's a reason why this advice is so often repeated. But there's a reason why it's repeated so often. It's absolutely true. Financial advisors, experts, and even your financially savvy friends will tell you the same thing. Time is your greatest asset when it comes to investing. The more time you have, the more opportunities your investments have to grow. The magic of compound interest is real, my friends. It's the phenomenon where your investment earnings generate their own earnings. It's like a snowball effect. You start with a small amount, and as it rolls down the hill, it picks up more snow, growing larger and larger. You start small, and as time goes on, your money makes more money, and then that money makes even more money. It's a beautiful cycle of growth, and then that money makes even more money. It's exponential growth, baby. Imagine planting a tree and watching it grow taller and stronger each year. Think of it this way: someone who starts investing $100 a month at age 25 could end up with over $1 million by the time they retire, assuming a decent rate of return. That's the power of starting early. Now, someone who waits until they're 35 to start investing the same amount would need to invest significantly more each month to reach that same $1 million goal. The difference is staggering. Look, I get it. When you're young, retirement seems like a lifetime away. It's easy to think you have all the time in the world. You'd rather spend your money on experiences, travel, maybe a few too many avocado toasts. And that's okay, enjoying life is important. But trust me, the future creeps up on you faster than you think. One day you're in your 20s and the next you're wondering where all the time went. And the sooner you start investing, even if it's just a small amount, the better off you'll be in the long run. Every little bit counts and adds up over time. Don't let procrastination steal your financial future. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to catch up. Start investing today, even if it's just a few bucks. Use the tools and resources available to you, like mobile apps and online platforms. Your future self will thank you. Imagine the peace of mind you'll have knowing you've secured your financial future. Alright, so, you're ready to take control of your financial future? That's awesome. Taking this step is the beginning of a journey that can lead to financial freedom and security. But, like any journey, it requires a clear destination and a well-thought-out plan to get there. But before you start throwing money into the market, we need to talk about your goals. Setting goals is crucial because it gives you a sense of direction and purpose. Without clear goals, you might find yourself wandering aimlessly, making decisions that don't align with your long-term vision. What do you actually want your money to do for you? This is a fundamental question that requires deep reflection. Are you looking to build a safety net for emergencies, or are you aiming for something more ambitious? Do you dream of owning a home, early retirement, traveling the world, starting your own business? Each of these goals requires a different approach and strategy. For instance, buying a home might involve saving for a down payment and understanding mortgage options, while starting a business could require capital investment and a solid business plan. These are all amazing goals, but they won't happen by accident. Achieving them requires intentional planning and consistent effort. It's about making deliberate choices that align with your objectives. You need to define them, write them down, and make them as specific as possible. Specificity is key because vague goals are hard to achieve. For example, instead of saying, "I want to save money," you could say, "I want to save $10,000 for a down payment on a house within the next 2 years." Once you have a clear picture of what you're working towards, you can start breaking down those big goals into smaller, actionable steps. This makes the process less overwhelming and more manageable. For instance, if your goal is to save $10,000 in 2 years, you can break it down to saving approximately $417 each month. Let's say your goal is to retire early, let's say by age 50. That's a fantastic goal. Early retirement can give you the freedom to pursue other passions, spend more time with family, or even start a new venture. But how do you get there? This is where detailed planning comes into play. You need to consider various factors such as your current savings, expected expenses, and potential investment returns. Well, you need to figure out how much money you'll need to have saved to support your lifestyle without a 9-to-5. This involves calculating your expected annual expenses and then determining the total amount you'll need to sustain that lifestyle for the rest of your life. Then you can work backward and determine how much you need to invest each month to reach that number. This might involve adjusting your current spending habits, increasing your income, or finding high-yield investment opportunities. Having clear goals gives you direction and motivation. It helps you stay focused and makes it easier to track your progress. When you know what you're working towards, every financial decision becomes more meaningful. It's like having a financial roadmap that guides your decisions and keeps you on track. This roadmap not only helps you stay focused, but also allows you to make adjustments as needed, ensuring that you remain on the path to achieving your goals. So, take some time to really think about what you want your money to do for you. Reflect on your values, priorities, and long-term aspirations. This self-awareness will help you set goals that are truly meaningful and aligned with your life vision. Write down your goals, break them down into smaller steps, and watch as you start making progress towards the financial future of your dreams. Remember, the journey to financial success is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay committed, stay focused, and you'll get there. Think of your financial life as a house. You wouldn't build a house on shaky ground, would you? No way. You need a solid foundation to make sure it can weather any storm. The same goes for your finances. Before you even think about investing, you need to make sure you have a strong financial foundation in place. And the cornerstone of that foundation is your emergency fund. An emergency fund is like your financial safety net. It's money you have set aside specifically for unexpected expenses like a medical bill, a car repair, or, if your roof suddenly decides to leak. Aim to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved in an easily accessible account like a high-yield savings account. I know it can be tempting to put that money into investments where it can potentially grow faster. But trust me, having that safety net in place will give you peace of mind and prevent you from going into debt when life throws you a curveball. Once you have your emergency fund in place, you can start focusing on paying down any high-interest debt you may have, like credit card debt. Those high interest rates are like leeches, sucking the life out of your financial progress. So build that strong foundation by establishing an emergency fund and tackling high interest debt. Okay, you've got your goals defined, your financial foundation is solid, and now it's time to put your money to work for you. This is where the real journey begins, and it's crucial to approach it with a clear strategy and a disciplined mindset. Investing can seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Many people feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of information and the complexity of financial markets. However, with the right approach, you can simplify the process and make it work for you. The key is to start small, stay consistent, and tune out the noise. Small, regular investments can grow significantly over time thanks to the power of compounding. It's not about making a huge investment all at once, but rather about making steady contributions. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is trying to time the market. They get caught up in the daily fluctuations and let their emotions drive their decisions, which can lead to poor investment choices. They wait for the perfect time to invest, thinking they can buy low and sell high. This approach often leads to missed opportunities and increased stress. But here's the thing, no one can predict the market with 100% accuracy. The market is influenced by countless factors, many of which are unpredictable. Not even the so-called experts. Even seasoned investors and financial analysts can't foresee every market movement. The stock market is like a roller coaster. It has its ups and downs, its twists and turns, and it can be a wild ride. It has its ups and downs, its twists and turns, but just like a roller coaster, if you stay on the ride, you'll eventually reach the end safely. But over the long term, it has always trended upwards. Historical data shows that despite short-term volatility, the market generally grows over time. So, instead of trying to time the market, focus on time in the market. The longer you stay invested, the more you can benefit from the market's overall growth. Start investing today, even if it's just a small amount. Every little bit counts. And starting early gives your investments more time to grow. Make it a habit to invest consistently, whether it's monthly, bi-weekly, or whatever works best for you. Consistency is key to building wealth over time. This is called dollar cost averaging, and it's a fantastic strategy for riding out market volatility and coming out ahead in the long run. By investing a fixed amount regularly, you buy more shares when prices are low and fewer when prices are high, averaging out your cost. Now I know what you're thinking, but Graham, what about market uncertainty? It's natural to worry about the unknowns. What if the market crashes? This is a common concern, especially for new investors. Look, market uncertainty is a fact of life. There will always be ups and downs, and no one can predict exactly when they will happen. There will always be something to worry about: inflation, interest rates, geopolitical events, you name it. These factors can cause short-term volatility, but they shouldn't deter you from your long-term investment strategy. But don't let fear paralyze you. It's important to stay focused on your long-term goals and not get swayed by short-term market movements. Remember, the stock market has always recovered from downturns. History shows that after every decline, the market has eventually bounced back. In fact, market corrections and crashes can actually be great opportunities to buy stocks at a discount. When prices are low, you can purchase more shares for the same amount of money. So stay disciplined, stick to your investment plan, and don't let short-term market fluctuations derail your long-term goals. By maintaining a steady course, you'll be well positioned to achieve financial success. Look, achieving financial freedom isn't about becoming a millionaire overnight. It's a journey, not a destination. It starts with defining your goals, building a strong foundation, and investing consistently, even when it feels inconvenient or uncertain. There will be times when you want to give up, when you question everything. But trust me, the rewards are worth it. Stick with it, adapt as needed, and celebrate your progress along the way. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. Subscribe for more tips on mastering your money, and let's explore advanced strategies for securing your financial future. You've got this. Your future self will thank you.